In this tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how to set up customers and create invoices. If we move over to the menu on the left-hand side and scroll down to Sales, then select the drop-down menu, we'll find a list of options to do with sales. The first option we'll look at is Items. In Items, you can set up goods and services that you regularly sell, and then when you prepare the invoices, the details you set up will populate the invoices. In the case of XYZ Psychology, I set up items for each of the type of services and price points that they provide, such as Medicare appointments and private consults at various price points, as well as a psychology report item, which is this one down the bottom here. Now, new items can be created quickly by clicking on the plus sign in the top right-hand corner. So you just enter a new item. Obviously, this fields in red are the compulsory items. Now, each of these items here that we've already created can be edited quite quickly. So, say for example, this one M50 psychology session. We just open that up, then we can edit the details here quite quickly. Change the account, change the amount, change the item name, and change the description. But we won't do that for the moment. Now, the items can be deleted quite quickly by clicking on the trash can on the right-hand side here. Again, we won't do that, but for the exercise, that's what you can do. It's just to create a new item. We'll go through and create a new item for a $240 psychology session. We'll call it P240 psychology session. And the sale account is going to go to fees received. And the rate is $240 and it's GST free. And we'll just move this in here. Look at this description into the item description box. And we'll save this. We'll actually just add to this 50 minutes and private. So add 50 minutes just to provide a better description for this particular item. 2 minutes of it, and we'll save that one. Okay, so that looks excellent. Now we'll look at adding customers. Customers can be found immediately above items. So above items, we select customers. Here in XYZ Psychology, you can find that we've set up 5 customers on the system. To add a new customer, all we do is simply go to the top right-hand side and select New Contact. In this case of adding the details in red are compulsory. And you need to select whether the customer is confirm it's a customer and not a supplier, or both. And down the page here, there's options to enter payment details, address, and some notes to do with the customer. So that's good from a CRM perspective. So finally, we'll look at invoices and how to create them. So invoices are found directly under the first option in the sales drop-down menu. And to create a new invoice, go to the top right-hand side and select New Invoice. So as we've created items and customers, which we just looked at, the process of creating invoices is very simple. Again, as I just said, that the fields in red are compulsory, so we need to fill out the customer's name and the invoice date, and the invoice number will be automatically generated. So if we just want to, we'll just enter an invoice here for Mark Smith for the exercise. We'll say it's invoice date 20th of July, and we'll say that he normally sees it's a $200 session. And we just need to put into the quantity, so the quantity defaults to 1. That's the way we've got it set up. And the rate is $200, and it's GST free, and the total amount is $200. We can put some notes in here if we want to add some notes for the customer on the invoice. And the terms and conditions, well, they'll just standard default terms and conditions. So if you're happy with that, you click save. Just check to make sure it's correct. So we've got the customer name, address details, invoice date, the description for the session, the amount, and the total is $200, which is correct. We select save. And IAM saves the invoice as a draft. And to complete the invoice, you need to mark it as sent by clicking here. So you set it to mark it as sent, and that completes that invoice. The XYZ psychology normally hand their client their invoice rather than email it, but then it is an option in IAM to email the invoice to the client.